You don't need a full drum kit to start drumming. Actually, some of the greatest drummers started right here with just this and this, or even just a set of pillows. In this video, I'll show you how to get started with your practice pad, what to learn first, and then how to build good technique. Unfortunately, most of us get bored fast and give up, not because it's too hard, but because they don't actually know what to do on the pad. Let's see if we can fix that today. Some decent all-round pads to get would be the Evans ReelFeel or the Drumeo QuietPad. The Drumeo pad's got two sides to it, one quiet, one regular, and the Evans ReelFeel, that's just your regular pad. Practice pads are cheap, they take up next to no space, and they replicate the feeling of a snare drum. So they let you improve your stick control, your speed, your timing, your overall technique, precision, and loads more stuff as well. You'll be surprised at how your playing can translate to the kit. I don't own a kit and I never have, so the practice pad keeps me learning while I'm waiting for my next session at the rehearsal room. First of all, you're going to want to make sure you have a flat surface or a pad stand or a snare stand. Rudiments are a good place to start on the pad. These are short patterns that are made up of basic strokes, and they're basically the equivalent of scales or arpeggios on a piano or a guitar, so it unlocks a huge amount of improvisation and flow around the kit. And to make things easier, all rudiments are made up of either singles or doubles. So it makes sense then to learn, you guessed it, singles, and then doubles. In the graded drum exam books like Trinity or Rock School, they'll test you on singles, doubles, and paradiddles. So let's look at paradiddles 2, which is right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. This is one of my favourites because it was one of the first rudiments that I learned, and when you take it to the kit, the possibilities are just endless. Make sure to start slow, something like 50 or 60 BPM on the metronome. At slow speeds like this, we're going to be using mostly our wrists. As we start to get faster and faster, we're going to start recruiting our fingers, because the smaller the muscle we're using, the faster they can move. But this is important, make sure you don't have too much tension or too much of a tight grip on the sticks. We can do 8th notes, 16th notes, and 32nd notes. And then obviously crank up the metronome by 5 or 10 BPM once we've nailed it. So I promised that this wouldn't be boring. So how can we make this fun? One thing that I've found to be fun is practicing along to music that you like that's the same BPM that you're practicing to. So you can play your rudiments to the music that you love and it doesn't feel like so much of an effort. Another one is to set goals and to track your progress. If you've got a speed that you want to get to or a technique that you want to master, turn it into a bit of a game and see if we can improve by a certain date, for example. The brain loves a challenge. Everything that you're learning here translates directly to the kit. So when you do sit down at a full drum set, you're not going to be starting from scratch. There's nothing stopping you from learning songs on the pad. You can use the edges to replicate different drums or cymbals. You can even level up your practice, like I did, with a practice pad for your feet. Start learning other rudiments and sticking patterns. There's loads on YouTube, and Vic Firth has a library of all 40 basic rudiments, and you can watch videos on them and even download a poster to keep them fresh in your mind. My teacher says that an ideal situation would be 50% on the kit and then 50% on the pad, but everybody's different, and all it means is going to be getting better at different things. You might have epic stick control on the snare if you spend most of your time on the pad, but struggle with intricate hi-hat lifts. But a player that spends most of their time on the kit might be an epic performer, but they might sacrifice the finesse and technique and dynamics. If you don't have a pad just yet, check out my video here where I talk about how you can start playing drums without any equipment at all. Let me know if this video helps you get started on the pad, keep hitting stuff, and I'll see you in the next video.